Oh yeah, her husband Barry. Like,
Like, I was going into character.
and I was like, why did you say it that way? Like, it was so...
Hi,
like...
I'm Tara. That was me going into character. Okay.
Welcome to Royally Unhinged. Smelly cat, smelly cat.
What are they feeding you? Smelly cat.
Smelly cat.
Hello, and welcome to Royally Unhinged, the podcast. It is a podcast where we talk about all of the things marketing, networking, and wizardry. Because who doesn't love Harry Potter? I'm one of your co-hosts, Princess Paula, along with my lovely and beautiful co-host,
Tara B.
and together the two of us are joyfully and eternally royally unhinged. And unhinged we are. Welcome. If it's your first time, we're so glad you found us.
Welcome.
Were you turning the dial on your radio and came across us and thought, we're just going to hang out for a while? Or maybe we came up...
My face, I should just have a slow zoom
If
of
you're
my face of what that was right now.
That'll be so good. If this is your first time, welcome. You're in for a fun ride. But if you're one of our loyal followers, listeners, it's so glad to... Hi. We're glad you're here. And you know what? If you want to make sure that you never miss one of these grand old times, you just go ahead and like and subscribe. Because you know how that works? It makes sure that it notifies you every Wednesday when there's a new one that pops up. Unless Tara's on a cruise, and then it could be Friday. But otherwise, totally always every Wednesday. And we have been posting consistently since February of 2025. By the time you're listening to this, it's been almost a whole year. And tell the fine folks at home about the opportunity for sponsorship, Miss Tara B.
I feel like I'm just on like a game show right now. It's just like...
And first up is our newest contestant, Tara. Tara, tell the fine folks about sponsorship, won't you?
We have so many sponsorship opportunities. I don't even know what's happening over here anymore.
I'm giving her lots of photos for the thumbnail.
That's it. That's the one. Screenshot that for later. We have so many sponsorship opportunities. We have sponsorships for if you want us to talk about your business and we'll just do it here in the studio. Or if you want us to come to you and we will talk about your business and
get in your business.
Get all up in your business. Your business. We will talk about all the things that make you so wonderful and what you do so wonderful and all of the great things.
And if there's nothing, we'll just make something.
We'll just throw stuff out there. It will be grand and wonderful. So you can go to royallyunhinged.com. Go all the way down, fill out the contact form, let us know that you would like to sponsor. Also, on our website, you can go to our merch store.
Merch! Oh, we need to be wearing merch. We have to, next episode recordings, we need to be wearing dumb merch.
Dumb.
You know what? Dumb merch. We need to get some merch that we can wear at the next Women in Business meeting. So that when we do our commercials, we can be talking about our merch. I need to order some merch.
Yeah, we'll do that after this episode.
Yep.
Go to royallyunhinged.com. It's right up in the menu bar. You can click on it. Thanks to Advanced Sportswear for putting that together for us. I think I need to get one of everything.
Merchy merch. Yes. If you want to buy us some merch for Christmas, that'd be great.
That's a really great Christmas present that you can give to your... Are you
lonesome tonight? Are you buying some merch right now? No. Another thing, if you're new, or even though you're not new, if you're old, it works for you too. Every episode, we hide a Dumbledore. A little wee Dumbledore somewhere on the set.
So you gotta find him.
Because it's Harry Potter. So if you find him, not you, Cindy, except for Tara's mom, always finds Dumbledore. I think it's
every single week I get a screenshot.
Does she like crosswords? Do you like crosswords, Cindy? I have a feeling that you are a super smarty person, that you're like detective-y. Does she do good in an escape room?
I think she's detective-y. I don't know if she's ever done crosswords.
Remember, she's watching.
My dad used to do it.
She's brilliant.
There was something. Sudoku, maybe? I know she used to do brain teasers, I think, like years ago.
I bet
don't
you Tara's mom Cindy would be really good when they show the two pictures and they're like, what is the difference between picture 1 and picture 2?
yeah,
And she
she's
could
really good.
spot the difference.
You're really good at that, Mom.
I bet you're good at Where's Waldo photos.
So interesting that you just said that, because I'm like, what are some other things that so my great aunt, my late great aunt, she used to collect a lot of things. Like she would go to antique stores and garage sales all the time. So she just had, I think that's where I really got my love for antiques. Like she just had the coolest things in her house. She had this rain stick that was like 4 foot tall that was like handmade and like
I have a rain stick.
It's so cool. Anyways,
bring it in.
So when we would go to we'll just sit here for 30 minutes and we'll just switch it back and forth.
ASMR.
That should be our Christmas episode.
Every once in a while, the little beads, like I'll like put it in the corner and I'll think it's done. Then like a bead will fall and you're like, oh, what is that?
Yes.
So great aunt.
But you remember those books that like you just stare at and like you basically cross your eyes and it shows pictures? Mm-hmm. So she used to have those all the time. And there were so many cool things that she had, but I just remember always going over there. And okay, this is on my dad's side. So we would always go over there, but she would always go to the local grocery store, like the shop, whatever. They had any of their cookies that were like just expiring or something. She would always purchase them, and then she would put them in the freezer. Smart. Well, then when we would come over and visit, she would give us all the cookies. So I remember every single time we left, like we had like this container of just like chocolate chip cookies, double chocolate chip cookies, whatever. So one of our favorite things that my dad and I, he's going to appreciate that I'm talking about this right now, that we used to do was when we wanted a cookie, we would take it out of the freezer, we would put it on paper towel, put it in the microwave for like 5-10 seconds so it was warm and gooey and all that stuff. We would just sit there and just have a glass of milk with our expired chocolate chip cookies.
I feel like we're having a moment. I love good memories like that.
It was just like her house she like built her house herself. She was really big in Cannon Falls. Like she was a teacher that for 40 some odd years or 50 years or something, like she was hometown teacher. Like she never, like everybody knew who she was. It was like Cheers.
The late great.
Yeah.
Memories.
It was just memory all alone in the...
There was
Ironically, I just saw Cats.
Okay, we are like so in the weeds. If this is your first time watching our podcast and I just downed a Monster and I can feel it, my heart is like racing a little bit. Sorry, my heart is racing from all the caffeine. And I'm like, oh, maybe that wasn't so smart.
I'm just happy because I'm not like coughing a lot right now.
If this is your first time on our podcast, we're going to give you, it is both educational and entertaining. That's what we're here to do. We're going to make you laugh and we're going to make you, that's what I was thinking. What I love is there's probably moments if you're listening to this or you're watching it where you could be yelling at the podcast right now. Like if we're talking about something and you're going, oh yeah, I remember. Oh, I love those things. Oh, this is what it's called.
Oh, why did Tara say that? I hate that so much. Paula, you're so much better than...
Hey, if you're saying that, I'll pay you $5. But know that if you're ever watching or listening and we say something and you're like, oh, I know what that's called. I remember what that's called. Give us a ye old little text or something. Or if we're talking about something and you're thinking to yourself, oh, talk more about that. Tell me more about that. Explain more. I remember this. Let us know because we want to make sure that we're talking about topics that are pertinent.
Relevant. Otherwise, we're just going to keep talking what we want to talk about.
Pertinent and which is always pertinent.
Well, it is, but
everything we talk about is so full of maximum value.
But this is an opportunity for you guys to just let us know. Like, if you want us to talk about something that you're just like, I really don't know about this Facebook crap. I just don't really know about YouTube. I don't really know about Google Ads. Like, whatever you want to know, just let us know, and we will talk about it.
Because here's the dealio. Marketing over the decades has changed.
Yep.
And people these days, you're in a business, you work for a business, you give someone the business, you are the business. And when you're not doing what you're doing at work to make money, sometimes you stop and pause and go, how can I get more customers? How can I make more money? How can I smell? How can I sell more widgets to make more monies so I can retire? And you just don't know. Or there's so many things flying around, or marketing has really changed. Maybe for decades you were like putting an ad in the newspaper or advertising, I don't know, on the radio.
Or maybe you're still doing that. I know a ton of people that are still doing
Yeah,
all that
because
stuff.
for some people it makes sense and it works. But for other people, it doesn't work. So today we're going to talk about something that I hope would work for you. Story time. Come back in time with me. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo. So earlier this year, I was speaking at a community ed conference. I love community ed. I used to work for community ed. I'm a big fan, supporting everybody. And if you don't know about community ed, let's pause here for a moment. Put a pin. We'll be right back. But let's go over here for a moment, because if
This is so entertaining.
the monster is like killing me right now. I'm trying to burn off some of the energy because I literally feel like my heart's going to explode.
I'm just letting her go. I'm just letting her.
So if you have a business, you need to find out about community ed for two reasons. Dos. First one, if you are in a business, community ed is a great place for you to be advertising. You could be running classes, doing workshops, all kinds of things. And the beauty is community ed already has a system. So your community ed department is tied to your school district. So your school district has an arm. A part of the school district
This is the arm.
It's community ed. If you're not watching right now, you are missing prime entertainment. If you're listening to this, stop immediately. Go. Let it just keep playing to give us the plays, and go over to YouTube to watch this.
You know, it would make me so happy if you go to every single platform that we stream on and you just start them all
Let
at
it
the
play.
exact same time. So you're just, it's like surround sound.
Could you imagine?
On like 6 different platforms or something. You just have a phone here, your computer here, your tablet here.
If you
your
do that,
laptop
please take
here.
a photo or a video.
I
Okay,
want to see that.
community ed. So all you have to do is go to your Googler and type in community ed and the name of the town, city that you live in. You'll find community ed. If you are a business owner, if you do any kind of service, really whatever you do, call community ed and tell them about it, because they would love to host a class, a workshop, a series for you. They will do all the marketing. They will take all the registrations and then cut you a check. And you show up on the date, time that you've agreed upon, teach your class, teach your activity, whatever it is. So first of all, great way to be marketing yourself as business. Second thing, if you yourself haven't gone lately and checked out your community ed catalog, what's the matter for you? Go take a look. Because whether it's the traditional like swim classes, driving classes, those things, all kinds of cool crafts, activities, karate, finances. It runs the gamut. Pottery, I don't know, car fixing. Go look at their catalog, because there are so many cool activities, classes, things that you can sign up for. Great to do with your kids, your partner, your beloved, whatever. Okay, so community ed, huge. You also might know of them because they are usually the ones that are doing all the before and after school childcare for you and your kidlets. To make sure that, you know, they're not on the streets going, alms for the poor, because that would be...
Are we in Dr. Scrooge? Mr. Scrooge? Are we in... Who's Ebenezer Scrooge? We're in Ebenezer Scrooge time right
Oliver
now.
Twist. I can't think of the song right now. The musical, it escapes me. So they do a lot of childcare, which a lot of people know about. They do a plethora of things. So any hoodly, I used to work for community ed, love them. Now I speak for community ed, still love them. Okay, there's the background. Way too long. So I was at the conference and I was doing a breakout session on going viral at work. And usually this session is all about how to have really good customer service, show up well, create raving fans, you know, do everything that you need to do to wow people and be wow at work. Wow. Guess
Wow.
what? Spell it backwards. Now say it.
Wow.
Do you know the name for words that are spelled the same but forward and backwards? I can't remember either. There's a really big fancy word
There is.
for words that are like dad, that are spelled the same. Wow. And somewhere out there, someone is yelling at their phone. It's a homogram? Oh my gosh, somewhere out there is a much smarter person. Oh! What, Tara? What, pray tell?
I thought you were going to start singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
No, I was singing from the mice movie. Somewhere out there beneath the clear blue sky.
I thought it was Beyond the Pale Moonlight.
Someone's thinking of you, me, and someday you.
Okay, I thought she was going to start singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which
We
I
can
was
do
just
that
going to
one.
say. I just saw Wicked 2.
Okay, do we want to go off the rails for a moment and talk about those two at interviews? Have you seen those two on interview shows right now? They're practically sitting in each other's lap. Like, I like to touch you,
Jonathan Bailey?
No, Ariana Grande and yeah.
Okay. Yes.
And there's a lot of chitter-chatter.
What is up with this? It's the cat's pajamas.
There's a lot of chitter-chatter out there about how thin they both are.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually real, though, because a lot of it seemed Photoshopped to me.
Anywho, let's get back to...
But I just saw Wicked 2.
I was going to go see it, but I don't think my hubby would go, because he never saw the first one. I was like, who can I go with to see Wicked 2? Did you call me? No, you didn't.
Well, it was
Thanks a lot,
last
friend.
minute thing that we went to go see it.
Whatever.
They gave me a pin.
I'm good enough for the podcast.
Pin.
I'm not good enough to go to the movie with. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, back to the bee's knees. So I was chit-chatting about how to go viral at work. And I came into the conversation, into the breakout session, ready to talk about customer service and being everything. But nope, all these folks literally wanted to talk about going viral on social media. Fine. Now, cue this little tidbit for all of you out there. If you're watching this, you gotta be watching this. If you're listening, you are missing out on all of the dramatic humor.
You know, I will say, because I see all of our analytics, I can tell you the majority of people are on YouTube watching.
Smart! That's why we like you. You're the smart kind. Okay.
I never said this to you before, but it's so funny that when you see Paula almost just freak out, one of her eyes closes. But her other one doesn't.
Now I'm gonna be so subconscious. Now I'm gonna be like, hello.
But it only happens for a second.
That reminds me at the summit when they said that our eyes kept closing every time they were trying to take a picture. So we just walked around with our eyes really
Maria
big
Elizabeth,
and open.
bless her. She could just kept on coming.
Why do you tell me these things? Now I'm gonna become super self-conscious. I'm gonna start taping up my eyebrows.
But it's only when you really start getting into the laughing zone, and you should have said it was the episode. It was our first episode where we had Matt in the studio here.
And we had the laughing fit.
And we had a laughing. Well, you started the laughing fit, and she was crying.
Can't prove it.
But it all started. So if you just watch episodes now, when Paula starts getting really laughing, it's funny.
Don't pause and take a snapshot. It's gonna become a meme. Okay, so this is apropos because if you're watching this video today and you stay for next week's video is going to be greatest hits. It's going to be the week of Christmas. And maybe you're going to be too busy going down the chimney and stealing presents and bringing them back to Grinchland. But if you are listening...
Half of what is happening right now doesn't even make sense anymore.
But it does in my head. It's the best thing in my head. All of the voices are like, good one.
All the voices.
This is like lack of sleep and way too much caffeine. Who, my heart. Okay, so next.
That just went from me. Okay, so I think what I need to bring back home here was that Paula was speaking at a convention.
Wait, I'm coming. No, I'm trying to say next week. Stay tuned, because next week we're going to rebroadcast our very first episode
Very
1.
First episode.
That's going to tie into this beautifully. So when you listen to that, you're going to be able to come back. So if you're listening next week, which makes no sense because you're not listening. Okay, if you are listening
Can you tell that we haven't seen each other for a little bit? So we're
This
just
is really funny. This is like going back in time. Because if you listen to next week's and then you're like, what's the lead in? But you won't know that this is a lead in. So you're going to come back and listen to this one. And then you're going to get to this point of this one and be like, oh, I just listened to last week. It's like she knew. It's like a premonition. That's a good word of the day. Cindy, have you found Dumbledore yet?
I'm really debating whether to cut this whole section out, and I don't think I should.
All right. Serious now.
She's gonna lose it again.
I'm like, somehow we have to build into the one we're doing next week, which is the Christmas week.
Mhm.
There needs to be a little disclaimer that says to go back and listen to this one first.
Yes.
Just even if you speak over and go, hi, this is Tara. If you're like, this is Tara, well, this is a rebroadcast of one of our greatest hits.
You know, it's really funny because when you just did that right now, I thought about our last episode that, or one of our last ones where we were at KPT, and you were just like, you said something. It was like, oh yeah, her husband Barry. Like,
Like, I was going into character.
and I was like, why did you say it that way? Like, it was so.
Hi,
like-
I'm Tara. That was me going into character. Okay.
Welcome to Royally Unhinged. Smelly cat, smelly cat.
What are they feeding you? Smelly cat. Smelly cat. I sung that song at another conference I was at,
I know.
and it was a whole Friends theme. Okay, so back to community ed. And going on go social, I'll go viral.
Or that's the screenshot that I'll use for the thumb.
She doesn't love me. Have you taken a look at the thumbnails for this? If you're still with us, thanks. There's going to be content. Hold on, folks. It's like a roller coaster. We're still on the upswing. The thumbnails that this woman grabs for me, she grabs the most beautiful photos of herself looking just
That's
so...
not even true.
Me, I look like I'm having a seizure half the time.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. The ones that I grab of her, there's so many faces to choose from. There are so many faces.
Oh, someday we might have to do a montage.
I don't have all of those faces when we're doing it. I only have like maybe one. So there's so many to choose from with you. And there's none to choose from with me. So you just get basic.
Because she's just, maybe I should just punch her in the arm, get her to make a face. Oh, there you go. Note the time. Okay. So I was at this conference and I was talking about how to go viral at work. And the whole breakout session went off the rails because suddenly everybody wanted to talk to me literally about going viral and social media. And they had all of these questions. So we're going to have a quick but brief conversation with you, the watcher, listener, fun fan. And here's the deal. So many times I'm at these events and people start talking to me about Facebook or Instagram. My favorite topic. Make sure you listen to next week's episode, Greatest Hits, or episode 1 of Royally Unhinged, and you'll find out why we really don't like Meta. But it just keeps growing because now we could do a whole other Meta episode. We should do another one because the stuff that they're rolling out now is redunculous.
Oh, yeah. So next week it's going to be, what should we call it? Oh, it's like Royally Unhinged version, like Taylor's version, but it's just like redone again. You know what I'm talking about?
Oops, did it again.
This is our season 2 era.
So one of the things that I often talk about, so at this conference, people started asking me all these questions. I was like, okay. So the first thing they were all asking me was, do you boost posts? Should we be boosting posts? Should we? And I was like, stop giving Zuckerberg, oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. Stop giving Meta your money. They don't care about you. They don't care about your business. They don't care about you being successful. They don't care about you at all. They just want your money. And I mean, they really don't care about you and your success. So should you boost a post? Before I say a hard, fast, no, my backup question, which is kind of the first question, but usually comes second. How many
Sure.
How many of your clients have come to you from Facebook? And the odd person can tell me. Often people just look at me blank and they say, oh, well, I don't know. And so what I say, you need to know where people are coming from. It needs to be built into your process.
Which that's part of what somebody like Paula and I can help you do if you don't have one, or somebody in that field. Because what I end up doing when I have my orientation meeting or whatever you want to call it, I go through an entire SWOT analysis, and part of that is your target demographic. Like, you should
Brings in a SWAT team.
Why are the SWAT team judo choppers? Judo chop. Fun fact, I just randomly go up to my kid and just like, judo chop, and then we start like, meh.
Have you ever played Ninja?
Oh, it's Ninja.
Oh, Tara. Ninja is a game where you take
Oh, is it the
turns.
fruit?
No, it's like, so there's two of you and you take turns. So like
I feel like you're about to
okay, so we both like, let's say we would both do like this, but you don't want to touch each other. You're trying not to touch each other.
Oh, so it's just like,
but we just take turns and you oh, I got you. And you just keep like doing like random moves, like ninja moves, but you can't touch each other or you're out.
oh, now I got to start playing that with her.
Yes.
She's going to love
Because
that.
it's super fun.
What was I talking about?
SWAT team.
SWAT. So my SWOT analysis that I do, it's trying to figure out who your target demographic is. Because a lot of time 100% of the time, the work that I end up doing for clients, it's all relating back to your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, your
So it's not
threats.
SWAT, it's SWAT.
It's
OT, not
Yeah.
AT.
Yeah. It's that. But it's going over your target demographic and figuring out, because I need to strategize if I'm doing your brand, and if I'm doing your website, if I'm doing any sort of collaterals or anything like that, like graphic design wise, if I'm doing content writing, like I need to know who I'm writing it for, or who I'm designing it for. Like who, how many licks does it take to get to the center of
A 1, a 2, crunch.
a 3, a 3.
Okay.
So knowing who your target demographic is. If you don't know, there are
knowing where they come from.
Well, that.
How they find you.
How they find you.
Understanding where your clients
And I want to
find
say
you.
this too, because I have a lot. Okay. Analytics, Google Analytics is really, really great, because it pulls in all that stuff, not just from your website, but it pulls it in from social media. It pulls it in from your Google business profile. It pulls it in from all of your online listings on there. Here's what I want to say. Please take that with a grain of salt. You cannot base your entire strategy off of Google Analytics. Because guess what? Google is a giant hub that also wants your money.
Amen.
So if you are focusing all of your marketing efforts on Google Analytics, you are going to be wasting a ton of money. So that is why it's very important, especially when I tell people, like, even on your contact form, when you have people that are calling you, emailing you, filling out your contact form, sending a homing pigeon, however they're finding you, please ask them and record how they found you. And
have a conversation.
Don't even make it super, like be detailed with it. Don't just, I Googled you or something. Well, did you find me on the first page, second page? Was there, try and figure that out, because that's going to help you strategize where you're putting those marketing dollars for. Coming back to, should you be boosting posts? How many people?
It's so important because it tells you where to put your money.
It does.
Like, even if you have a brick and mortar store and someone walks in, like, let's say we're coming into the holiday season, it's shoppy time, and someone comes in, as they're at the register, it's really easy to say, how did you find us today? Or what brought you in today? Or simple.
But then that even comes back too, because I've talked before, it's not the sales funnel anymore, it's the flywheel.
Yes.
So even if you are at the register or something and you just ask, oh, how did you find us? Or maybe you already know them. Maybe you see them in there all the time, so you just know. But they might say, like, oh, I've been online shopping with you guys for years.
Or I was walking down the street, or I saw a flyer, or my friend told me about you.
It's all like full circle for you to figure out where the best spot is to put your marketing dollars for.
You need to know this, and too many of you don't know. You don't know how people are finding you. Did they Google you? Did they find you from your Facebook ad? Did they hear about you from a friend? Did they get a flyer? You need to know how they found you, because if somebody asks me, should I be boosting things on Facebook? And I ask you, how many of your people find you on Facebook? And you say, I don't know. Then why would you spend money there? Why would you put money towards something where that's not where people are finding you? It's a waste of money. You can maybe try it once to see if you get a boost in customers. But again, if you get a boost in customers, you have to ask them, how did you find us? And if they say, oh, Facebook, I saw an ad on Facebook, then you know it was successful. But too many people are boosting posts because someone told them to do it. Okay, so here's my follow-up question. Second question. So then in the same conversation I was having with a room full of people, and I said, how many of you like it when you're scrolling on Facebook and you see all these ads? And how many of you actually click on those ads? And I could see a lot of smirks in the room and a lot of looks. And I was like, well, that annoys you, right? And it frustrates you. So why would you want to make your business be something that annoys and irritates people?
Mm-hmm.
You might get the odd person who's going to click. So maybe for every, I don't know, 50 people that see your post, 1 or 2 click. Okay, well, if they're buying a car, great. If they're buying a $10 jewelry item, was it worth the $100 you spent? Like, you have to know your ROI. So if you are spending $100 to boost your post, you end up getting 2 customers from that who spend $20. You've lost money.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't worth it. But if you spend $100 to boost your post and you get 2 customers that spend a total of $500, awesome. You made money. It was worth it. You need to know your numbers, folks. You have to know your numbers. There's my sermon for the day. Some people do. Some people don't know. That's your P&L, your profit and loss, but it's also your, fancy word, I can't remember. Not just your ROI, but it's the whole thing of like knowing what you're spending on marketing. Excuse me. And that's also why when fancy marketing people come by, not us, we're fancy and we are in marketing, but we're not going to come by and be like, you want to buy this like new thing? We're not going to do that.
No.
But people do come by and they're like, hey, I can 10x your sales. I can do this and come buy my new app platform.
Of messages
things.
That I see on clients' Facebook pages that come in, and it's just like, hey, I have this new lead generation system that I just built. Would you like to try it for free for 5 days? And then it's just a sucker.
You got to know that right now, this is the new snake oil place. Like, this is where people are going to come to you and they're going to say, do you want to do this? Do you want to try that? Do you want to buy that?
Snake oil. Should I be oiling him?
Oh my gosh.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about our snake table that we have. But it's like bronze gold. I don't know what it is.
These people don't care about you. They don't care about you. They're just out to make money. They want you to buy their thingamabob and they want to sell it to you, and they don't care if it's going to actually make you money. And you don't know because you're knee deep in your business. You're just trying to make the thing, do the thing, fill your calendar, fill your funnel. And if somebody comes along and goes, oh yeah, do this, it will 10x, it'll get you, 100 clients by the end of the year. You're like, great, okay. And you're willing to dump money into it. Well, come the new year, your bank account is a lot lower, but nothing has changed.
No.
This is one of the reasons why Tara and I started this podcast, because we feel like we're running around yelling at people going, hold on, stop spending all your money, stop spending all your money, and really helping people look at their business and going, does this make sense for you? Maybe instead it makes more sense to take that money and go, buy a banner, make a t-shirt, go sponsor an event. Like, there's lots of other ways to get out in front of people.
There's so many other ways. Sponsoring
do something meaningful.
There's so many out of the box things that you can do. It's just like sitting down, having the time. Use chat, use AI, try and come up with some different ideas that you can do. If you're just like not a creative person,
and watch for things that you like, that you see that are like, oh, that was cool idea.
Yeah.
I save anytime I see something that's like something maybe on social media or in real life, I will take pictures because I'll just be like, that's a great marketing idea.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Or I'll even tell people like, that is great marketing.
Mm-hmm.
great marketing, or I'll be like, do you mind if I use that as an example and something I'm doing, because it's such good marketing.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
What
else did you talk about at your conference?
Yeah. And it was just, so of course I always talk about LinkedIn, and it's fascinating how many people aren't on LinkedIn and using LinkedIn. So again,
meep, meep.
Was that for LinkedIn or for the people? What did she do?
I gave a thumbs down if you're only listening and not watching. I still have my LinkedIn accounts. I just don't go on it anymore because
a lot of them are getting
another
noisy.
At some point.
Like a lot of social media, again, it's really interesting. When we did the whole Gary V episode, it's really interesting watching what's happening with social media, how it's shifting, where it's going, how burnt out people are getting. Okay, so that was another thing we discussed. Sorry, stay with me. Stop worrying about your analytics. Stop. And I know the people that are listening right now that are marketing people, because I have said this before in rooms with people that do marketing for a living and they get really mad. But I'm just like, calm down, Felicia. Like, because they use analytics to show, everything you're paying for us really works.
Well, that's their reports that they have to send. And I used to send reports like that,
but they're kind of useless because people are less and less clicking on your things. They're not liking, they're not hearting, they're not commenting, because people don't even care anymore. People are so burnt out, they're tired, they don't even want to take the time to click the like button.
I just was scrolling the other day and I was watching a bunch of videos, and it was all videos that I really liked. Like, they were part of my algorithm, like they were focused for me, and like they were all great. Do you know how many of those videos that I was watching that I actually
How many, Tara?
One.
Why, pray tell?
Because it was a Highland cow, and I want a Highland cow, and it was really cute, and its name was like Fancy or something, and it had like really long like bangs, and it was really cute. So that's why I liked it. Everything else was really great content too. I just didn't care.
Yeah, I am finding more and more, like, for me, even now, because I don't go on Facebook anymore. Again, listen to next week's episode. With Facebook, I'm just like, oh, I can't stand you. So when I go on Facebook, I look to see what's happening, what people are up to, but I don't even want to engage. I don't even want to give the algorithm any info to try and
So it's funny that you just say this because was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. We were just kind of hanging out, and it was early in the morning. Kids were getting ready for school or whatever. So we were just kind of hanging out. Hubby was just scrolling on Facebook, and he came across something, and it was about, did that happen in Minnesota? I think it happened in Minnesota. There was a car accident caused by road rage that somebody got really irritated. It was like maybe two teenage boys or something, or in that range, maybe 20s or something like that. And they got really irritated with this other driver. They got so irritated that they pulled out a gun and they shot.
No.
And it went through, and this dad was just bringing his son to school. Sorry, this is like something.
It's got dark.
The son died. But the video that Facebook was showing was the video of the dad crying over his son.
Oh my gosh.
This was the video that was playing on Facebook. And it wasn't like a lead up to it or anything. It was like you scrolled and it was there. And I was like, there's no way that they did that. He's like, I just have to get out of here. Why would they show me that? Like, why is that even on Facebook? So then I'm sitting there and I'm going through some client stuff, and I'm doing some whatever, and I scroll. All of a sudden it shows up on my thing. I was like, nope. Like, how is that okay? How is that okay, Facebook? How is that okay, Meta? Please tell me. Like, why? What if a kid was scrolling on there and just saw that? I mean, it was bad enough that it's even on there, but like, kids absorb a lot of stuff.
And you know, when you look back, again, I'm not trying to sound like super old person, but you look back to when these platforms started and how everything that was on there was just our friends. Whoever you followed, that's what you saw. You would, whether it was Instagram or Facebook, you would get on and you were actually seeing your friends and the things you wanted to see.
But now it just suggests people for you.
Yes.
Pages
and
to follow.
This was a part of the conversation I had in this room full of community ed folks. And I said, how many of your friends are you actually even seeing versus ads, sponsored ads, suggestions for who to follow? I was like, you're not seeing any of your people anymore, which means they're not seeing your
No,
stuff.
and even along with that too, because I mean, we just said, it's friends suggested, it's ads, but it's also because I've come across that there's pages that apparently I follow now that I've never followed before in my life. Never even heard of the page before, but it's showing that I follow them. How is that okay, Meta? Please
Like,
tell
it's
me.
just, so if you're going to be investing time, again, I circle all the way back. If you're going to be spending a lot of time and energy or even paying companies to do this for you, does it make sense? Is this where your people are? Okay, so this is like my third thing, and I'll wrap it up here because this is going a little bit long. But the last thing is, so you got to figure out as a company, business, who is your ideal customer, right? Who is buying your stuff? It might be, I don't know, 18-year-old kids, college kids, maybe they're buying your product or service. Maybe it's women between the ages of, I don't know, 30 and 60 that are business professionals, middle income earners. But you need to know who is your ideal client. Not that we realize like everybody can often buy most things that are out there, but guaranteed your product or service appeals to a certain demographic. So where do they hang out? Where do they shop? Where do they get coffee? What platforms are they on? Are they on Snapchat? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Facebook? Do not pay money to boost a post if your ideal client or customer is not on those platforms at all. It's a waste of money. That's what you need to do. Do you need to take the time to figure out who is your customer? Who tends to usually buy your product? I've worked with some clients before. Worked with some people. And they're like, oh, I cater to women only or women of a certain age and stage. Okay,
Right.
Then get off of Snapchat or get off of whatever. Like, spending money there is not going to make sense because your clients aren't there.
I was just I had a middle thought and then it lost. But just because you just said that
Thoughts
right
are cool.
now,
And it melted.
yeah, it did. But I was just gonna say, like, that also doesn't just roll into like putting money out. Oh, what was it? Oh, no. Okay, I got it. Which is a good lead into our rerun of next week. But we talked about it before, and she kind of just alluded to it right now, that on your business pages, like when Paula and I stepped off of Facebook, like we just stopped. We are still on there for the business side of things. Like we still have our business pages.
We turned our personal pages also into business
Also
pages.
into business. So basically both of our pages, our personal and our business pages, are really business pages. I don't post anything family wise anymore. I don't do any of that on my business or any pages that I have. No matter how many times my oldest wants me to post a photo of her or whatever. She's going places. But I wanted to say this because if you're thinking about spending, if you're like, well, I've done it before, I boosted an ad or something, and it didn't really, but maybe I should try it again. Think about this. How often do you actually see stuff from, where am I going with this? No, you don't see a lot of stuff on business pages anymore. Like the algorithm doesn't show the business stuff anymore. It's like, it's all influencer stuff. It's all like, that's why well, that's not why. It's one of the reasons why Paula and I changed our personal pages to business pages, because those things are seen more by people. And we are our brand. So when I'm posting anything, if I'm posting a picture of me out hiking, doing whatever, and it's got a funny caption or whatever, where am I putting that? I'm putting that on my business page, and I'm relating that content to marketing or some inspiring thing for somebody. I'm not even posting on my business page anymore because nobody sees it. And the interactions that I get on my
spammy
personal page versus my business page, I get so much more engagement on what I'm posting there. And if I reshare it on my business page, I get nothing. If I post it on my business page, the insights that it shows you, it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm like, if it's not going anywhere, why would you spend money on something that's just not even really being, like, you have to pay to play. I say
Yeah.
that. I just had that
There's just so many
conversation.
people I know too that aren't even on social media anymore. Like they've checked out, they're burnt out. And so again, it's having those conversations. Have the conversations with your customers and clients. Just find out how they heard about you, how they found you, where. And so whether it was a referral, networking group, an event you were at, find out how people are finding you, because that's where you invest your time and money.
And
That's
please
where you invest.
document it. So if you do have somebody like Paul or I or another consultant or agency, that they can use that information and you're not starting off fresh. So you can kind of just roll right into it, because we need that info to be able to help you think of out of the box ideas so that you can market your business and do all the bees, knees,
And
teams.
if you want to come and have a conversation with Tara and I about your business, we'd love that. Or if you want to sponsor our podcast, we'd love that too. Or if you just want to be a lifelong listener and wear all of our merch 24/7,
Mit merch.
we love that even better. But all you're ever going to do is listen to the podcast and get all of this info to build your empire. You do that, folks, because that's what it's all about. We're at time. We're probably over time, but it was worth it because we laughed together and we learned together, and doggone it, it was lovely. So until next time, friends.
Know how to, I don't know.
Stay with us. Stay tuned. Next week, listen to our greatest hits coming back, and we're still going to be here in the new year. There's going to be even more. Someday we'll get to season 3. Who knows? Maybe you'll see us on a billboard somewhere. We've got big dreams, folks. Big dreams.
Big dreams. Everybody.
You're going to want to come along for the ride. As always, I am Princess Paula, along with my lovely, buzzing podcast co-host,
Buzzy. Tara B.
Business. And together, the two of us are
Royally Unhinged.
Stay tuned, friends. It's going to be a great one.
Yep.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.